This inmate is set to be released tomorrow, but he chose to risk staying in prison longer by breaking out right now. What's even more puzzling is, he simply put on a stolen guard uniform and planned to just walk right out of this high-security prison. He had been locked up here for 5 years, and everyone already knew him very well, but strangely not a single person recognized him today. After successfully making it past the first checkpoint, he grew even more confident, even swiping a key card off a passing guard as they brushed shoulders. Now, all he had to do was scan the card to open the staff exit door and he'd be free. But just at that critical moment, a hand suddenly blocked his path. Thankfully, the man thought he was a new co-worker, greeted him and let him pass. Even though the man managed to escape prison, he knew time was running out, so he jumped into a nearby prison maintenance van, started it up like a pro, then dug out the only $3 in spare change inside, and sped toward the airport. But he wasn't planning to fly out. Instead, he headed to a second-hand market near the airport, and bought a server vest for $3. At the airport entrance, he ran straight toward a luxury car that had just pulled up. The rich guy mistook him for a valet, and handed him the keys along with a generous tip. His name is Neil, a notorious art thief. He thought with this luxury car in hand, he could win back the girlfriend who was ready to leave him. But little did he know it was already too late. To make matters worse, after discovering Neil's escape, the prison contacted Agent Peter, the one who caught him, and demanded he bring Neil back to finish his sentence. But Peter was in a really bad mood. He had spent 3 years investigating a criminal group known as the Dutchman, only to be toyed with by them for 3 years straight. This time he was humiliated once again, and all he found was some strange metal wire of unknown material. When he came to investigate Neil's prison, he reviewed the surveillance footage, and saw that Neil looked completely unkempt during his time inside. Messy, scruffy, and totally disheveled. So with a simple shave and a new haircut, no one could recognize him. But why would he break out just one day before his official release? After digging deeper, Peter found something odd. Neil's girlfriend had visited him every week for 5 years, but hadn't shown up in the last 2 weeks. Peter immediately pulled up footage of her last visit. Reading her lips, he could tell she had said words like "it's over and I'm leaving." Clearly Neil's escape had something to do with his girlfriend. So Peter went straight to her house to investigate, and sure enough, he found Neil sitting on the floor looking completely broken. Her leaving had crushed him, and escaping wasn't even part of his original plan. He knew it was all too late now, but just as he was about to go back to prison with Peter, he noticed a familiar metal wire on Peter's shoulder. Neil immediately recognized what that wire was used for.